Macon Bibb County says Crystal Lake apartments are unsafe, at least some of the units. And new records show this is not the first time the complex has been cited for code violations. Zach Merchant is live near Crystal Lake to tell us more.
Yeah, Frank, according to documents we got in an open records request since 2017, Crystal Lake apartments have been cited for dozens of code violations by Macon Bibb inspectors. On one day in 2017 alone, an inspector found 9 violations, including one that cited, quote, structures unfit for human occupancy. Records from 3 other inspections in 2017 and 2018 highlight other violations, including electrical problems, faulty smoke detectors, and frequent leaks. Nearly 2 years and 1 evacuation later, the question really becomes, why wasn't something done sooner? Mayor Robert Rickards says part of the problem is funding.
Well, I'm afraid we're going to have to come up with some additional resources ourselves to hire additional inspectors. Our code enforcement don't hold me exactly to the numbers, but for purposes of illustration, I think we've gone from something like 10 inspectors to 2.
County spokesman Chris Floor later said Bibb just hired 2 new inspectors last week, bringing the total to 4, but Rickards said even that is low. And Floor admitted the county's current policy does not call for regular building inspections. Inspectors only respond when someone files a complaint. Another challenge, Commissioner Al Tillman said, is enforcing the ordinances already on the books, an issue he says he'll raise at this week's commission meeting.
Properties that have issues, we're coming and with our code enforcement, and it's time to put teeth in these ordinances.
Commissioner Virgil Watkins said he'll ask the commission to impose fines that could be as high as $10,000 a day until the Crystal Lake repairs are finished.
From what I can tell, we have a management company who's been largely uninterested in providing a decent quality of life in their tenements.
And Crystal Lake Apartments management declined once again to comment on this story. And after this afternoon's no comment answer, when we pressed them on when they expect these repairs to wrap up, they asked us to leave the property. Live in Macon, Zach Merchant, 13 WMAZ News.
Thank you, Zach. County spokesman Chris Floor also told us the apartment leadership is scheduled for a March 1st court date for some of their past code violations.